This is our first Croon's Daughter lecture. So very special event for all of us, a special event for our society. As all of you know in the Western Angio, this is kind of the pinnacle of our meeting every year. A little background of the lecture. Named after none other than Dr. Daughter, who was the first lecturer. Gave a lecture in 1982, and there have been 40 lectures since, and only 3 people have had the honor of giving his lecture more than once. Joseph Roche, Craig Katzen, and none other than our own Cowpel. Recently, this was renamed. Dr. Daughter, as all of you know, father of angioplasty, founding member of this organization in 1970. Hal, however, is our longest member at 49 years, and after an illustrious career in interventional radiology, remained as a legacy director in this organization since 1993. And I'll tell you, this organization, I've been a member since the late 90s. And most of us would agree this is a special. A lot of us belong to other larger organizations, but this is a group where we share and swap stories with our friends. We actually learn and catch kitchen tricks from our professional colleagues. We bring our families here. Our families become friends, and this has turned out to be an extended family. And truthfully, I think a lot of that is because of Hal and people like Hal, who have really made us such a great organization and a wonderful, welcoming group of people. And today, I'd like to introduce Greg Alzadi to talk a little bit about Hal. And we're going to learn what truly is a special part of Hal.
I appear here as the first person witness to what I consider to be his magnificent art. So, he began his career at Pomona College. He played a little football, very physical guy. I didn't know he was a star athlete at middle school. He then went to UCLA, got his BR residency, and then he decided, again, outside the box, I'm going to go teach myself at the VA in LA. And there he had developed an interest in embolition. He then went to LACLA Air Force Base. He did 2 years. He did another 100 embolations. You have to imagine, this is 1970. He'd do wild things that people just didn't do every day. We do it every day, but not then. In 1973, he joined a 6-man group in San Diego called Sandy Hemingway. And he was welcomed as the stuff specialist, and he went right to work. 6 men. Not many guys that backed him up. But over that time, he really went to work on his own, and he eventually acquired a partner, Dr. Carey. Dr. Carey and Kuz were like 5-10 years ahead in the region. So in my first visit to Sharp Memorial Hospital, just like shock and awe. I walked in, he's got 2 state-of-the-art angio suites. He's got the best CT scanners in town. It was just amazing. Who were these guys? No paper trail. He was, you're going to hear this phrase in the movies. He was a man on fire. He was the truth, I think we said. Remember, this is 1983. This is, 2 guys without all kinds of associated staff, just going. It was remarkable. So Carey and Coons asked me, hey, you want to stay for another year with no guarantee of partnership? And I said, hell yes. I wanted to be authentic. I wanted to be like that guy. From 83 to 90, the practice just exploded. Carrie Coon's endoprosthesis, marketed by Boston Scientific, the Carrie Alzadi Coon's gastrojejunectomy catheter for gastrostomy access. Iliac angioplasties were everywhere. We were doing 75 to 100 urokinase cases per year. The vascular surgeons just receded from the arena because it just worked. And we knew how to control it. We were not having a lot of complications. We were matching the nation-leading University of Minnesota in renal stone extractions. We had the same numbers they had, and we were just as safe. Coons was doing 80 biliary drainage cases a year. Some of these people came in their own helicopters from LA. Everybody in the region knew that that was the guy. If there was hope, that was the guy. All the while, the practice is booming on the vascular level. We're doing 100 carotids every year for vascular disease or cerebral problems. We're doing 300 runoffs a year. Any intervention possible, just, there was so much trust because of that guy. Dr. Coons hung out with Grunzing. He has pictures. That was the developer, the originator of the balloon angioplasty catheter. I cannot believe that he knew this guy. It's too bad that he was taken so young. I'd love to talk story with him. He was probably the first IR on TV in the Southland, maybe in the West. He saved a pediatric liver transplant patient, and Children's Hospital in San Diego threw a party at SeaWorld. He was there in a tuxedo with the kid on his knee. The cameras were rolling. I mean, Children's Hospital loved that. Another case, a couple decided to get married, and the woman was giving her kidney to the future husband, and he did the arteriogram, and somehow a dissection occurred. That stopped the transplant process, right? But there he was on TV with humility and gravitas, saying what needed to be said. Amazing. On TV, locally. His partners had no idea who was there. Anyway, he started doing live cases in the Canary Islands in the late 80s, early 90s. Who did that, right? Amazing. And who were the German tourists who showed up to get worked on? I mean, who are these people? So, he brought America the Terumo guide wire. You are welcome. When I first saw it, he opened the package, I was like, oh, this has changed everything, Hal. And he goes, damn, yeah, because we were the guys, right? And now anybody could whip one of these things up. It's one of my tools today. So my section of 7 guys at San Diego Imaging in San Diego, we're the stewards of the practice that Dr. Coons started alone in 1973. We remain committed to his vision, which is the right procedure, the best technology, push the envelope thoughtfully, do not deny excellence in others, adopt, adapt, move. It is my great honor to say these words. I can think of no greater honor or more appropriate honor for my friend, my mentor, this magnificent physician, our agent of change. Thank you.